perspective as a fan. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Did the same thing. I was the biggest Timberwolves fan in the history of the world, and then having to cover these guys and getting to know them, it's just hard to be a fan then after that.
Well, that was your first mistake being a Timberwolves fan. Like we've talked about before, the Vikings organization, at least, even if, like you said, stuff changes in football. Mm-hmm. So you have these guys locked down. Things could change by December, and one of these guys gets hurt. But what I like about it is now you have kind of a plan in place where it's a plug and play. Like you can draft guys around these guys, kind of build them up. It becomes more like a college-style approach, so to speak, where you have your seniors, your juniors, your seniors, and now your freshmen and sophomore just kind of learning, and they get in when they need to, and hopefully they're ready.
Hey, I will say I've been at training camp almost every single day. Yesterday was the first day I hadn't been to training camp. Stephon Diggs, man.
He's a beast.
Oh, my God. The way he gets in and out of his breaks, I think he's the best in the NFL at it. His feet, he got such quick feet. It's unbelievable to watch. And Mike Zimmer even said he's gotten better between last year and this year, and he was already really good last year.
If he stays healthy, he has a chance to be...
That's the biggest thing, is you got to stay healthy, though.
Oh, he has a chance to be a top 5. Somebody said yesterday he's a top 5 receiver in the NFL,
Not
I
yet.
just kind of... I didn't think so either, but when they said it, I thought about it, and I was like, I mean, the window's there to
He's got to hit 1,000
that.
yards first.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to stay healthy for at least 14 games during the regular season.
That's the biggest obstacle to 1,000 yards, because he would have hit 1,000 yards last year if he stayed healthy easily.
But I think Kirk Cousins has looked really good in camp so far, and I've been a Kirk Cousins hater. I just think it's tough for a quarterback to jump into a new team that's already established and be successful. But man, the way he leads, just the presence. I think my favorite part of Kirk Cousins is when he's away from the media and everybody, and they have the workout room has the garage door open, so if you're walking by, you can watch him just kind of messing around with the guys. Mm-hmm. He's hilarious, man. He's in there like rapping, and he's lifting like every time I walk by, he's in there lifting and messing around with the guys, and you can just see the respect and the love they already have from him, and he's been here barely a blink of the eye.
Well, he just seems like a dog too. He seems like he wants to win. He seemed like Michigan State too. I watched him all the time at Michigan State. He just seems like he wants to win, which is what I love about him. And even if you think he's like a top 15 quarterback, then it's still like, all right, a top 15 quarterback with a good defense or a defensive-minded coach that can catapult you to top 5 just by winning. So,
and that defense is going to be really good. Sheldon Richardson, he looks like an animal.
I forgot we even had him. So
what a great addition, Sheldon Richardson. He came in, he's in shape, he's motivated. Danielle Hunter, I didn't think it was possible for him to get bigger than he already was. Danielle Hunter, he's added like 10 more pounds of muscle to an already ginormous Adonis of a person.
Right.
He's going to dominate this year. And now he's not sharing reps with B-Rob anymore. This is Danielle Hunter's time.
It's his size.
He's about to crush him, Everson Griffin, Linval Joseph, and Sheldon Richardson. That is a heck of a defensive line.
And I actually like the fact that we didn't lock up Barr, because now even if we can't, they could, right? And I like the contract. What is it, like $9.45 guaranteed for Diggs? So even if Barr's not locked up, I hope that you hope that would incentivize him or motivate him to have a huge year. So
you'd hope so.
I'm excited. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. I haven't been this excited for a Vikings season in a long time.
And that is when they let you down and crush your hopes and dreams every single time. Just wait.
We'll probably go like 3-13.
Twins, though, not having as good of a season. They have completely sold everybody who Twins fans love. Brian Dozier is gone. Eduardo Escobar is gone. Lance Lynn, I don't care that he's gone. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to be honest. What a jerk Lance Lynn was. Probably my least favorite person I've ever covered in sports.
Really?
Goodbye, Lance Lynn. I hope the New York media eats you alive. You deserve it because you are a jerk.
Well, we'll take him. We're happy to have him. So
Sure. You Yankees, you guys can have him.
Go Yankees.
Good luck, because he's frustrating to watch and he's frustrating to talk to, and he does it on purpose. I think both of them.
Sometimes you just got to put people in a winning environment, and they just change their whole tune. They change who they are.
Yeah.
And Lance Lynn could be that guy. So I'm back on the Yankees bandwagon. Go Yankees. Twins suck. Dude, you guys should have traded everybody.
You can't say that on this show.
Why?
All right, fine.
What would you?
I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about this, but I'm going to say one thing. The reaction to Brian Dozier getting traded yesterday by just Minnesota fans, I just felt like it was a little bit much. Okay, people are like, crying on Twitter and, oh my God, I can't believe the Twins would do this. Relax, everybody. They got prospects back. They got another guy to take his place in Logan Forsythe. And guess what? Brian Dozier now has a legitimate chance to win a championship. So be happy for him. He did all he could when he was here with the Twins. The dude probably only has 2 more seasons left. And let's be frank, besides his power numbers this year, hitting home runs, his numbers are way down. It's not like he's crushing it for the Twins this year. I think the Twins got a pretty good deal overall.
Yeah, I mean, what'd they get, like 4 guys back?
A couple prospects and Logan Forsythe.
I mean, Brian Dozier was the only Twin that I actually knew his name. So, I would be hurt too. Like, I haven't been to a Twins game this year, but
I don't like fans being so hurt, like Brian Dozier is, like their brother, and like, oh my God, you're trading away this guy that I have this connection to that I love so much. I don't get how fans are like that. It's a business. Baseball is a business. The Twins are not going to make the playoffs. The Twins made a move that would put them in a better position for the future because let's face it, in the infield, they're already stacked and they have a bunch of prospects coming up the pipeline and Royce Lewis and Nick Gordon who are going to play those positions anyways, so might as well trade Brian Dozier for whatever you can get right now and also do him a favor by putting him in a position to win a title. Twins fans, shut up.
Brian Dozier seems like one of those guys who people feel like they can relate to, though.
True, absolutely. He's a great guy. One of the nicest guys.
I get it. When you trade someone like that, it is like you're trading someone like you feel like he doesn't look very athletic, and he's just one of those, he just looks like a regular dude, and he's kind of an MLB star, right?
A little bit.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
He's a good dude.
Right. What future are you talking about with the Twins?
What do you mean?
The Twins have no future. The Twins will never win.
Oh, man.
The Twins will never win a World Series ever again.
No, that's blasphemous.
They will never win another World Series.
Okay.
All right. You want to make a bet on air right now?
No, I don't want to make a bet right now. Because I want to see if Miguel Sano and Byron Buxton can produce first before I make any bets. Because it all hinges on both those guys.
I have several long-term bets outstanding. I have them all in my notes. I can add you to the list that the Twins do not win. How old are we?
We already have a bet on the Vikings going for $500. So I don't think we made it last show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. See, this is why I don't make bets with you.
See, this is why.
Don't track
Let me check my notes.
No.
Let me check my notes.
Okay.
First of all,
it's not in there.
This is why we can't be drinking Spotted Cow on air because you already drunk and I don't know what you're talking about. So we can make a bet that the Twins don't win a World Series. The Twins won't even go to the World Series for the next 20 years.
I'll take that bet. They'll go to the World Series once in the next 20 years.
I'll bet you a trip to Mexico.
Okay, that's fair.
Plane fare to Mexico.
All right. It might be when we're like 40 years old.
Hey,
we're going to Mexico.
Timing for me, too.
All right, last couple things before we talk to Sean. This was interesting today. Tristan Thompson popping Draymond Green in the face at a nightclub. What's going on with that?
Shit. I don't know. I just heard about it. I'm surprised. You said Draymond didn't fall either, huh?
No, he didn't. He didn't even blink an eye.
And what did Draymond say? You not built like that? Is that what he said?
Well, no, Draymond went up to apologize to Tristan Thompson for Game 4 and everything that went with Game 4. And Tristan Thompson, I guess, just said, quote, nah. And Draymond Green was like, no, listen, and tries to apologize again. And without warning, because there's a bro code, man, when you're getting into a fight. As someone who's been in a few scuffles, there's the verbal exchange. There is usually a shove, a push to signify that we are about to do this.
And then you put your hands up.
And you're going to fight.
Yeah.
Tristan Thompson does not do that. He says, nah, and then he just socks Draymond Green in the face.
He's from Canada.
Come on, man.
He's from Canada.
Come on, man. No wonder you're involved with the Kardashians and everybody's always hating on you. It's because you do stuff like this.
So what you're saying
Go back to Canada.
Is Tristan is... I don't even know. Brandon could, but you're saying Tristan is made. That's what you're saying. That sounds like that's what you're saying.
Yeah, we'll let you interpret what Jordan just said. But yes, I would say that is what Tristan Thompson is.
But at the parade is when they won it, was like Draymond's like, I told Tristan he's not built like that. So, I mean, if you're 6'11" and you got to sucker punch people and you can't even knock them out, then you might not be made like that.
Yeah, or when you're having a baby with the Kardashian and you're caught making out with somebody else in a nightclub, I mean, come on, dude. You're just putting yourselves in position to get made fun of all the time. Like, do yourself a favor. Just do things the right way. Grown man comes up to apologize to you, to your face. You accept the apology. You talk things out. You don't sucker punch him. And you don't make out with somebody else when somebody's having a baby of yours.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, Tristan.
I already lost all respect for him after that. And then this happens. He's punching my boy Draymond in the face.
My boy.
My boy Draymond in the face.
That's your boy now?
That's my boy.
Is that that's your favorite NBA player? I forgot. Yeah. Him and Rodman. Yeah. Well, I'm surprised Draymond didn't do anything back. So
because he's a grown man, and
So all right. So if you're a grown man, and let's say right now, I mush you in your face or I punch you in your face, you just gonna walk away?
I turn the other cheek like Jesus.
Yeah, all right.
Mostly because you could just whoop me, and so I'm not going to go.
No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Yeah, well,
I was like that. What's that? Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson song. I'm a lover, Paul, not a fighter.
I'm turning the other cheek.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Actually, probably not. I don't know. I don't want to get fired from my Care 11 job, so.
You'll be all right. I won't say nothing.
So since we're talking about fighting, this seems to be a good segue into the guy we're about to talk to, Sean Shirk. I want to ask him. I read this today too. Sean Merriman, who I was a fan of when he played for the Chargers back in the day, former linebacker. He's about to bare knuckle box. They have this promotion now where a bunch of former UFC fighters are doing this bare knuckle stuff. Melvin Gillard being one of them. This is crazy to me. Why would you do that? I want to ask Sean what he thinks about that and much more coming right up.
Sup, guys? Have you had a hard time finding a stylist who can cut your hair just right? Come see me, Heather Bates, at Salon Concepts in St. Louis Park. Specializing in men's hair, I can guarantee you'll walk out with a great haircut you'll love. Plus, a free beer during your visit. It's easy to book online at salonconcepts.com. Mention the Shaver Suhan podcast and I'll give you $5 off.
All right, we're back now with one of my favorite MMA fighters of all time, the Muscle Shark, Sean Shirk, former lightweight champion of the world in the UFC, also fought in Pride. Unbelievable record, fought the best of the best. Sean, so before you came on, man, we were talking about this bare knuckle boxing that is all of a sudden becoming a thing. A bunch of former UFC stars like Chris Lieben, Phil Baroni, Beck Rawlings, Joey Beltran, bunch of guys, Melvin Gillard, are all competing in this bare knuckle boxing now. What do you make of all this stuff?
I think that's pretty cool. That's part of the evolution of the mixed martial arts brand of fighting. And, and a lot of people listening to this might not remember, but back in the day, mixed martial arts used to be bare knuckle as well. And, it's just part of the evolution process. And it just gives fighters another outlet to compete in a sport that's somewhat the same, but quite a bit different.
Did you ever compete bare knuckle?
You know what? I was just telling somebody about this the other day. When I was fighting my very first mixed martial arts fight, it was an 8-man tournament, and gloves were optional. So you couldn't go to a store and buy a pair of mixed martial arts gloves. There was no such thing at that point in time. And, we had a pair of gloves that one of my training partners, Dave Benet, you might remember that name.
Yeah.
I believe he made a pair of gloves out of some leather. So my first mixed martial arts fight was an 8-man tournament, and I fought with nothing but a pair of leather on my hands. No hand wraps, no padding, just leather.
That's insane.
So it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a cool experience.
What I thought was pretty cool the other day on Facebook, man, is you tricked a lot of people, and it wasn't even April Fool's. You posted up a picture of a fight card that had Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz, who obviously are going to fight each other, but then it had you and BJ Penn. And it was a joke on your part. It was clear in your description, but almost everybody who was following you fell for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was tempting. I found that picture online somewhere, and it just was too tempting for me not to put that on there and play a trick on people. But I was pleasantly surprised with how excited everybody got when I posted that picture on there. Not only fans, but family and friends and fans and everybody just got so excited about it. And then I had to tell everybody I was kidding, and I actually felt pretty bad afterwards. So I legitimately apologized because maybe that wasn't so funny after all.
Well, it did kind of fuel, the fire of a possible comeback. I know in 2016 you talked about wanting to come back to fight Royce Gracie. Is that still in the back of your mind? Do you still want one more fight with somebody like Royce Gracie?
You know what? I mean, the thought's always weighing heavy on me to compete. Competing was a part of my life for, 80% of my life revolved around competing through wrestling, boxing, jiu-jitsu, mixed martial arts, the whole 9 yards. So, I'm always thinking about wanting to compete still. But unfortunately, my body just isn't going to cooperate with me. Every time I go and to the gym and train, and, end up getting re-injured. And I just had a couple of hip surgeries and